Hello, little dragons. Welcome to Intensity Week. We will be working on intensity all throughout class today. So let's see if you can bring it with our student creed.
I'm a dedicated martial artist. Student creed begin. Yeah, I must develop myself in a positive manner and avoid anything that can reduce my mental growth or physical health. Number 2. Yeah, I must develop self-discipline in order to bring out the best in myself and others. Number 3. Yeah, I must use common sense before self-defense and never be abusive or offensive. Number 4. Yeah, winners never quit, quitters never win. I choose to be a winner. And number 5. Yeah, this is a black belt school. We are dedicated. We are motivated. We are on a quest to be our best. Asa. Ready. Set. Courtesy.
Now it is time for our warm-up. And remember, we are working on intensity this month, which means you're going to be getting your red stripe. And red stands for fire. So can you burn like that fire? Let's see it.
Alright, so I'm going to teach you a warm-up drill. I move the camera. So how that's going to look is it's going to do a squat side kick. This is going to be a really great opportunity for you to make your legs stronger and to work your side kicks. Now remember, every time we do kicks, I'm looking for 4 things. Can you tell me what those 4 things are? Did you say chamber, kick, rechamber, and down? If you did, awesome job. If not, that's okay. Now you know every kick has those 4 parts. All right? So when we do our squat, we want to put our feet just about shoulder width apart, a little farther, and we're going to bend our knees as far down as we can while we keep our back straight. For good practice, we're going to keep both hands up by our face, all right? So a squat is going to look like this. Watch me. All right, let's do that together. Let's do 5 squats. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nice work. Now we're going to add that side kick in. So what we're going to do is squat. When we come up, we're going to throw a side kick. We're going to start by throwing a side kick on our right side. All right, so you can watch me do this once. You're going to squat, come up. My left toes are going to turn a little bit so they're facing away from the bad person. Bad person is over here on my right. I'm going to chamber, kick, rechamber, put it right down. Then they're going to do the same thing on the other side. Squat, turn your right toes now, take your left leg, you're going to chamber, kick, rechamber, down. All right, so let's do that with me. And go. Squat, side kick. Squat, side kick. One more time each. Squat, side kick. Squat, side kick. Now what I'm looking for, like I said, is for your legs to get stronger and for us to really work our kicks. So if you have to slow it down, I would rather you slow it down and do it right with intensity than to speed through it, all right? So take that time, have all 4 parts of those kicks, and kick like you're actually hitting a target. Awesome. All right, so what's gonna happen now is I'm gonna put on some music, and what you're gonna do is once the music starts, you're gonna start running in place, all right? Run in place just like this. I want you to really bring those knees up, really move those arms. You're gonna keep on doing that. Every time you hear me say go, that's when you're gonna do your squat and side kick. I also want you to be listening to the music. At any time, if you hear the singer say flames, you also are gonna do a squat side kick. So you're doing your running in place, you're listening for either go or for flames. Are you up for the challenge? Say, bring on the challenge. Let's go.
Start running in place. Bring those knees up, move those arms. Keep on running. And go. 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 Keep on running. Stay strong. Show that seriousness in your run. Really bring those arms up. Bring those legs up. Go. Awesome work on that warm-up. Did y'all remember to do your squat side kick when she said flames at the end there? Remember, intensity is like a burning flame. All right, so we want to be thinking about that as we continue on class for today. We will be moving on to our forms next. So last week, we went over the first half of Action Karate Form 1, and I showed you guys what it would be like to actually be hitting a bad person who's attacking you. So this week, for this video, we are going to focus on the second half of Action Karate Form 1 and what is actually happening and how we could fight the bad person. All right, so let's go all the way through, and then we're gonna pause at that second half, all right? So feet together, hands by your side. Action Karate Form 1, ma'am. Guard stance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. So this is where we stopped last time in terms of defeating the bad person. I'm gonna move my camera so hopefully you can definitely see me this whole time. All right, so we're here. And what's happening is someone is running at us. We are already on the ground here. So that's why we're turning, because we have more time to turn and kick than it would to be standing up and kick. They're running at us, we're turning, getting nice and sturdy on the ground, we're side kicking them. That causes them to bend over. Now that they're bent over, we're taking this hand, we're coming out, we're chopping across their body. All right, chopping across their body, coming underneath, taking our other hand, chopping, pushing them away, and then finishing them with that final punch. All right, so again, one more time, just this second half of Action Karate Form 1. So we start from the kneel down punch. Your right leg should be up, your left arm should be punching. Someone's running at us, do this with me this time if you didn't before. We're turning, getting nice and sturdy on the ground, looking over our shoulder, kicking them. They stop in their tracks. We're chopping them across the body, chopping straight out, and punching. And just a note about these chops, I'll come up closer so you can see. So when we're doing these chops, camera issues. All right, when we do these chops, the first one with our left hand is coming across like this. We're using this part of our hand to hit the bad person. So it's important that our thumb is tucked. All right, so our thumb does not get injured. It's tucked underneath. You're using it's like a ridge hand across the body. With the other one, it's coming underneath, kind of like a hidden technique. They don't necessarily see it coming. And you're using the opposite blade, so your pinky blade, and you're hitting them like this with your pinky blade. And then our final move is a punch, and it's a vertical punch up and down. Just a note, most of you probably know this by now, but when you punch, your thumb should be over your fingers. Think of it like a roller coaster. If you put and your fingers are the people, if you put the bar down for the roller coaster, which is your thumb, and then the people on top, they go over a hill, the people fall out.
All right, if you punch like this, your thumb's gonna break. So you have to put the people in the roller coaster and then the bar on top so that when they go over, they don't fall out. And so that when you punch, your thumb is nice and tucked and it's not going to get injured. All right, so let's keep that in mind as we continue on practicing our action karate form 1. So this week we are going to work our intensity level drill again. And remember, it's important to be able to not only recognize someone else doing the intensity levels, but be able to perform at a specific intensity level ourselves. To be able to turn that intensity on and off, given the circumstances around us. All right, we're not always going to need that level 5 intensity, but sometimes our life is going to depend on performing that level 5. All right, so just a reminder, intensity level 1 is just going through the moves. All right, so I'm still doing everything right, but I'm just simply placing them there. So it would look like action karate form 1, man, guard stance, yeah, 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 yeah. Victory, humility, courtesy, man. Whereas that level intensity 5, I'm doing everything right, full force, like I'm hitting a target every single time. I have a mean and intense face. All right, so action karate form 5, ma'am. Form 5. Action karate form 1, ma'am. Yeah, 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 yeah. Victory, humility, courtesy, man. All right, so I'm going to be calling out the numbers, and I want to see your levels of intensity.
Intensity level 5, go.
One foot in front of the other, babe. One breath leads to another, yeah. Just keep moving. Oh, look within for the strength today. Listen out for the voice to
Wherever you are, change to a level intensity 1, go.
figure it out, but don't stop moving. Go, figure it out.
Same thing wherever you are, change to level intensity 5 again, go.
So my love, keep on running. We gotta get through today.
Change to a level intensity 3, right in between, go.
Keep on running. Gotta keep those tears at bay.
Level intensity 1, level intensity 5,
Gotta send them
level intensity 1,
lines.
level intensity 5, finish strong, go, go, go.
Don't stop, tomorrow's another day.
And time, nice work.
This is a level 5 intensity.
All right, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to tell you what I'm looking for in a level 5 intensity. I'm going to show you my level 5 intensity, and then your goal is to have an even stronger level 5 intensity than me. And it would be awesome if you could pause the video, get your adult if they're not around, record yourself doing your most intense performance of Action Karate Form 1, and then post it in the comments or send it to the email for us to see. All right? Are you up for the challenge? Say, bring on the challenge. Let's go.
You can see that I'm doing the form. I'm doing it with all my other principles. So I have accuracy, excellence, speed, power. And to really show that intensity, I'm making it look like a fight. I'm showing that I'm fighting for my life as I'm doing this form. Action karate form 1, ma'am. Aya! Hus! 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 Aya! Hus! 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 Aya! Victory, humility, courtesy, man.
Your turn. Pause the video and practice Action Karate Form 1 with even more intensity than me, as much intensity as you can. Now we are moving on to self-defense.
All right, everyone. So for self-defense this week, I was able to work with my brother.
I'm about to thank him in a second, but I wanted to pause the video and really just send a shout out and thank you to my brother again for helping out. We have a lot of respect for one another, and so it was really awesome of him to take time out of his day to do this. He did train for in martial arts very briefly and decided that he didn't want to continue on. He had other things he wanted to pursue, but again, a lot of respect for one another, and he's one of my best friends, so I'm going to introduce him real quick, and we'll keep on going with self-defenses.
You can actually see what these self-defenses are going to look like, all right? So thank you to Matt for being part of class. Next is our overhead club self-defense. I've mentioned to you all a couple of times that this could be any sort of weapon or really any item they're trying to hit you with. We have a stool here today that the bad person's going to try to hit me over the head with. So he's going to try to hit me. I'm going to step over and up so I can hit his arm, not the weapon. You want to hit the arm. Going to come across. Now he hits himself with his own weapon. Kick, 2 steps away. So now going through that again one more time, a little faster. He tries to hit me, block, around, kick, 2 steps away.
Okay, so we have 2 options to practice this self-defense. If you have to, you could pause the video to get your adult. That will be option 1. Get your adult, have them do this self-defense on you. You're going to do a level 1 intensity when you do this self-defense because you do not want to injure your adult who is helping you or yourself. Just like I showed my brother respect, again, you want to show the person who is helping you practice the utmost respect. That's option 1. If you don't have an adult around, again, option 2 would be to practice in the air, level intensity 5, like someone is attacking you. All right, so I'm going to throw on some music again, and those are your 2 options. You're going to practice your self-defense. Go.
So to work our technique this week, it's going to be similar to our warm-up. What we're going to do is you're going to be running in place. Every time I say go, you're going to do that side kick, put your foot down. You're going to do kneel down, side kick. And then you stand right back up and keep on running. Now this is important because remember, this technique, how it plays out, is that someone has pushed us on the ground. All right, that's why we have to do kneeling side kick. We have to stop them from coming at us. All right, so we need to give our full force. So every kick you do, I want you to think about that. You're stopping someone from running at you. So you want to throw that hard, fast, strong, with accuracy. I'm going to do this one more time. Move this so hopefully you can see it a little better here. All right, perfect. So you're running in place. You're going to do side kick. Drop to the ground, look over your shoulder, kneeling side kick, right back up to running. All right, let's go.
Start running in place. Go. Side kick, hit the ground, kneeling side kick. Get right back up, running in place. Go. 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 Keep on running in place. Bring those knees up, move those arms. Go. Now it's time for our cool down. We're gonna do some yoga stretches.
All right, so for today's yoga series, we're gonna do a few different yoga moves. We're gonna start by doing a forward fold. Now it's called a forward fold because ideally you'll be able to touch the ground with your hands. But if you're not that flexible, you're not there yet, that's okay. We don't want to strain our body. We only want to push our bodies as far as we can go. We want to respect our bodies, all right? So you're going to bend over, try to touch your toes. And again, if you can't touch your toes, just bend over as far as you can. All right? You can touch your toes, touch those toes. You can bend your knees just a little bit if you want to try to touch your toes. I want you to hang out here and take 3 deep breaths. Ready? Go. All right, now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your hands, you're gonna put them on your shins, so right below your feet. You're gonna try to make your back flat, and then you're gonna imagine there's a pond in front of you and that you're looking out into the pond. All right, this is gonna help stretch your legs and your lower back, and this stretch is gonna help you get your kicks higher and help you be able to stay in a horse stance longer. You're gonna go back down in the forward fold now, and you're gonna put both your hands on the ground. I'm gonna turn sideways so you can see this a little better, and come back this way. You're gonna put both hands on the ground. You're gonna step both your feet back, and you're gonna be in a plank, or it looks like a push-up position. All right? From here, you're gonna take one of your legs. You're gonna go forward. You're gonna bring it up towards your hand, and this is called a forward lunge. All right? So keep your chest forward. You're up on one heel, or you can put your toes on the ground and put your knee on the ground if staying up like this is too hard. So option 1 is knee bent, proud chest, toe up, knee off the ground, or knee on the ground, toe on the ground, knee still up, proud chest. All right, this is called a forward lunge. Now you're gonna step back with that foot, back into plank. Take the other foot, do the same thing, step forward. I personally feel a much deeper stretch when I keep my back leg up, so my toes are on the ground, my heel's up, my knee's off the ground. But like I said, you can put your knee on the ground, flatten your toes as well, whatever feels best for your body. And only you know the answer to what feels best for your body. Hold it for a few more moments. Now we're essentially going to unwind. So go back into plank, walk your hands back, and now we're back into our forward fold. And come on up. And that's the end of our yoga series for today.
Black Belt Lifestyle Alert, we're talking about anger management.
All right, so Black Belt Lifestyle Alert, working on anger management. Repeat after me, say anger management. Awesome, and now what I want you guys to do is to lock it up. All right, crisscross applesauce, hands on knees, back straight. Now I've had to do this a couple of times already this month, but when we're talking about anger management this week, we're talking about how to cool down. Sometimes we get really angry, and as I've mentioned before, that's normal. We're humans, we're going to feel angry sometimes. So a really great strategy to use, a black belt strategy, is to cool off. So one of the ways we can cool off is by listening to our breath. Something we can always control is our breath and how we breathe. So we're going to take a moment and we're going to do that breath where we inhale through our nose, hold it, and let it out. When you hold it, I want you to count to 5 in your head and then let it out. I want you to feel what it feels like in your body, listen to what your breath sounds like, and really focus on all of those things. Because this is a part of how we're going to cool down. All right, so let's do this together. Take a deep breath in. Hold, count to 5. And let it out. Do you feel your body calming down? We're going to do that one more time. Again, listen to how your body feels. Listen to what things sound like. Really make that breath that you breathe out with nice and loud so you can hear it, all right? Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Nice. And this is a breath that you can take. You don't have to be sitting crisscross applesauce on the ground. You could be sitting in a chair. You could be taking some space, go in another room, take that breath. Either way, if you need to cool down from feeling really angry, this is a great way to be able to do that. You could take that breath and then relating it back to last week, instead of arguing, analyze the situation. Going back to even that first week, understand why. Why are you feeling angry? Why is this situation happening? Take that time using that breath to come to that understanding. I'm a dedicated student of the martial art, and I live by the principles of a black belt. And they are integrity, concentration, perseverance, respect and obedience, self-control, humility, indomitable spirit, knowledge, power, black belt, courtesy.
Way to bring that fire in class today. Awesome work. I hope that you had fun. I had fun making this video for you, and I will see you in the second video later this week.